And here we are. We are live. Good evening, everybody. Hello to MADIE and Yves from Nightmare. How are you guys?
Fine. Very good.
That's great. Fede, how are you?
I'm fine, man. I'm drinking water as always. So
awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
And I'm pale as always, as you can see.
Yeah, you won't change your skin, so that's not a problem. So we are here to have an awesome live chat with MADIE and Yves from Nightmare, an awesome band from France. And we will talk a little bit about their career, their personal career, and their band. But first of all, guys, how are you doing in these weird times? How's the situation right now?
Tired of this. Very tired.
You're tired.
We are like lions in cages. We want to play, but we cannot play.
That's my impression.
Okay. As anyone who plays or anyone who wants to see the show live, we are really waiting for the things to get better. So let's keep the finger crossed and let's hold on, everybody. So there is already some people with us. We should start with our question. What do you think? Are you ready, guys? Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yves, can you begin?
Yeah, I can. So, here's the first question for you. We usually do a question about the way you started your career as a musician. So, when did you start singing for MADIE and playing bass for Yves, and how?
For me, it was a long time ago. So we were as crazy students doing some punk rock at the time, and Nightmare was not a hard rock band. We were doing some covers of Sex Pistols and Dan and UK Subs and all that stuff. So we were not really into. But I met a drummer, Loïc Ribot, and I don't have any news from him since. But he was a crazy motherfucker that he wanted to do a band, and we knew a guitar player, so we had a drummer, guitar player, and look at me. What do you want to? What? Okay, I will take the bass. Because singing, I don't know very much, so we started like that. But the normal stuff like drums, bass, and guitar. And we were really into punk, and we grew up like that, and we met other guys. We were young, and we were playing not that great, but we started from the beginning like this, and we enjoyed it, and we make more partying than playing, but all over the time we
more parties and more
we did something, and we did maybe a first concert in the school, very bad concert, but everybody was crazy because it was early 80s, so not the same time as nowadays, so it was a different time, different mentality, different Facebook, was something different. And that's how we started. I started the bass basically because we had to split what instrument we had to do, and there is some free spot for the bass, so I took the bass. And that's it. And the band became more heavy metal after we changed lineup and we met new guitar player. The regular evolution, we changed to heavy metal.
Okay, and are you a self-taught as a bass player, or did you take some lessons?
No. At the beginning, I really had to take some lessons. I took lessons with the jazz teacher, a bass player that was making jazz. It was very technical. I had to suffer a lot because I was very, very bad. So I had to show me everything, the skills and everything. So I started like a regular lesson for beginners.
Okay. So you also studied some jazz, or you just told your teacher, I wanted to play rock and roll, man, so teach me some rock?
No. I was not at all. I was playing punk, so I was more in the fast rhythm, and I told him I want to manage the connection with my right hand, my left, because at that time I was not so good, so I had to work that. But he was a perfect teacher for learning me that, the beginning of the instrument. I thought it was easy at the beginning, but after a while I said, "Whoa, what the fuck? It's not easy," and I had pain in the fingers, and that's it. So, yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. Also, how old were you when you started to play the bass? When you started?
That's not a key question. I don't remember. Maybe very young. Maybe 16, maybe 15.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
What about you, MADIE?
So everything started with an old tape recorder that I picked up from my grandparents' house when I was a very little girl. And as far as I remember, I've always sung. Performing and singing have always been my primary means of expression. And 20 years later, I met a friend of my mom who offers me to set up a jazz band cover.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the beginning of my very first band, Smoky Eyes. And then we'll be Facing Agony, and now Nightmare.
Good.
Great. And did you take lessons?
No, I never take lessons. Just for the past 2 months, I began to take singing lessons because Eve told me you have to take lessons. So I took some lessons.
Because he wants you to suffer as he did in the past.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. In the meantime, there is already some comments from some of our friends.
Yeah. For example, Miguel Mendes. Hello, Miguel from Portugal.
Hello, Miguel.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We have a comment for Andre M. Yves, the Survivor champion. 30 years later, what the most precious lesson learned? Okay, we have a question.
It's a question
for you,
Yves. Okay.
What's the most precious lessons learned about music business and dealing with people through all those years?
Very good question. I think be yourself and don't listen to everybody, otherwise you're going to be fucked up sometimes. And you have to believe really in what you're doing, because it's not you are surrounded by great people, fantastic people, but a lot of sharks and assholes also. So that's a hard task, and you have to believe in yourself and to believe in your band, in your friends, the people that are really that making it with you in the business, but also in the bands. That's very important, because you cannot do something alone. Nobody do something alone. That's the main thing, I think, is really to keep faith, because sometimes you have bad experiences, and sometimes you can say, okay, this is too hard for me, I will do something else. But if you keep faith, then you will arrive in something great after, because if you are surrounded by the right people, then you make it.
Yeah, awesome answer.
Your answer. Yeah, good answer. And we have other comments in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
For example, a greeting for Matthew.
Hi, Matt.
And a
Our great
greeting
friend.
for
Philippe.
Philippe.
Hello, Philippe.
Hello. Or salut.
Salut, Philippe.
Correct. It's correct. Yeah, in France.
Bonjour.
And then we have a question from Miguel. When you make a show in Portugal, guys?
We wish we've played a long time ago. Maybe Miguel knows this festival was fantastic. It was the Ilo de Armal or something festivals. It was in the south. We played this festival near a lake. It was a really cool festival that doesn't exist anymore. But if we have the chance to play a festival, maybe Vagos, we are talking to the promoter, maybe. But we would love to make it, to go to Portugal for sure.
Okay.
Good. And we have other comments. For example, from Sofia. Hola.
Hola.
Hola, Sofia.
Hola, Sofia.
Sofia.
And Benoit Campion, who I guess is your brother.
My brother, what he's doing?
I think so.
He's not
Maybe
in bed.
It's beautiful like a god.
I do agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on with our question. The second question is, which was the spark that brought you to become, let's say, professional musicians?
Not so much professionals, because
Yeah.
we are not living by that, but we are focused, of course. The spark, it's always a question of growing up, in what you're doing and believing what I already said about believing in what you're doing, that's what makes the sparks. It's when you start from a small concert with students, and then 2 years after, you have the support for Def Leppard, play Pyromania tour on Mars, and then you play in front of 7,000 people, and then you have a spark. I can say for me, it's something that really started from that point.
Okay.
And so much sparks, you have sparks in your eyes when you play in different countries. You have a nice feedback from, you meet a lot of people, you travel the world and you meet we've been in Egypt, it was fantastic, with fantastic people. We've been in Israel, fantastic people also. We've been in many countries where you meet different audiences, and that's make you sparks in the eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you just mentioned the definition of professional, because you said you just said what do you mean by professional? Because we are not living of music, but in our opinion, to be professional is a way of thinking, is a mindset about the way you approach the music and the way you do it. So it's I can say it's a way to always improve your way to play, your way to go on the stage, your way to compose music. So it's not strictly about living with music, but it's about how you live music, how you perform it. So, but I think that to live the music with passion and to travel the world to get some good vibe from the audience, it's a good spark to to help you to improve, to have some motivation to get better.
Exactly.
What about you, MADIE?
Oh, my own spark is Nightmare, I think, because I have some surprises to come that I never lived before. So I think Nightmare is my spark, my own spark. I'm not really a real professional singer or anything else. I just know that I need to share my creation with people, and sometimes it's very easy, sometimes it's very complex to compose something, and I don't create for me. I'm creating for people, and is someone hear me? Is some people hear the same thing, or feeling the same thing? And I think that's why I'm a singer too.
Oh, that's
Just
great.
for sure.
So it's a kind of being moved by sharing creativity with people for both of you. So
Exactly.
for you, it's
Finding an
easy.
alchemy is the best.
Sorry?
I mean, getting an alchemy, you know. A real alchemy is
Okay.
the most
In the
important.
band too. Yeah. I was just talking about people that listen to music or theater or anything else.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, I see that there is some more people greeting us. Let's say hello to Raquel Queiroz
Okay.
from
Hey.
Brazil.
Brazil, right? We hope to-
Our friend Van Fender from Russia, Ivan.
Hey, Ivan.
Hey, Van, we're gonna see you at the festivals in Russia, and if it's open in next
Oh.
year,
Vegan.
big gun festivals, hopefully.
Great. And also Philippe says, I hope to see you soon with Rhapsody at Marseille. How do you pronounce it? Marseille?
Marseille.
Marseille. Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you. And let's say hello to VP Guitar Covers. Hello from Greece. Hello. And Ilian Wasabi.
From Greece, that's fine.
Hey, that's
Okay.
Alien.
Hey, Young.
Okay, so let's go on with our question. Which are the albums and the bands that have influenced you the most during your musical growth?
So my influences are quite large. I can listen and admire all style of music and all kind of singers in metal, of course, but also in rock, blues, hip hop too, and soul, and I can pick a few things that particularly touch me. For example, I always quote Janis Joplin first.
Mhm.
She touched me with a powerful voice and so many emotion that she delivered to us, and it's raw. It's very impulsive. It's powerful, and I think that's my favorite.
Okay, your
Also,
main inspiration.
yeah, thank you. Also, Amy Winehouse. She's
Awesome.
both dead, so and I love that kind of detachment she had, and I think she hides too much sensitivity and sadly and loneliness too, and you can listen to this in these albums, and as I said before in the last question, sharing with people some feelings are very important, and I think that two women can share, and they can't do anything but share.
Okay.
So if we're talking about an album, maybe I could The Wall from Pink Floyd. Because this is the album who told me the importance to have a concept for an album, a very strong concept, and I think when you're writing something, it has to make sense that people could already feel the direction that you imagine from every creation as possible. So and singing, yeah.
Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I
Have
love
you
it.
ever? I had the chance to watch Roger Waters playing, but he was playing the Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. But I know that he performed a lot of times the wall around the world. Have you ever had the chance to see?
Didn't have the chance to see them together. No. Fortunately
I
not.
hate you, Simon.
But the wall is tattooed on my shoulder, so so I see it every day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So I love that question from Yves. What are your influences?
Oh.
I love his answers on that question particularly.
I will say one part of my influences. I know what it's
second part too.
not all, but it's yeah. She's kidding me about something, but I will tell you, so she's right. But not first. My influence was most of the time when I started Nightmare was the Iron Maiden, the harmony. That was the first one, but I'm not also focused. I was not focused only in metal, and like her, I liked very much Pink Floyd for sure. And a singer, Alana Miles, in the 80s was very much the kind of female singing that I liked. But one band that I have, for me, it's a band that showed some mystical and have a power, have something special. And for me, it's my all-time fave albums and bands. It's Crimson Glory with the album Transcendence. This band from America in the 80s, 86, 87. This band really transcended me in the way of their songwriting and the dark poets. I like dark poets also like Wild Dane from Nevermore.
Yeah.
I really love that kind of approach about composing because they are really living. He's really living what he's writing. It's a dark poet, one of the best dark poets we have. Unfortunately, both singers, the one from Crimson Glory, Midnight, and Warden passed away. And peace to their soul, because these guys had something absolutely special. So that's my album of the decade. And to come back of what Maddie said, I like great singer, and I like Lara Fabian.
Love.
I love Lara Fabian. I can say it. You probably maybe, I don't know if you know her. It's
no, it's a very huge singer too. I love Lara Fabian too.
It's a pop singer.
She's incredible.
Okay.
Like Celine Dion, but in Belgium.
Okay.
Okay.
But I like the way she's very technical, and she's incredible about the range and stuff, and I love her. Yeah, I can be a paparazzi waiting at the concert and to get and wait for half an hour in the snow to get an autograph. But that's cool.
Fun boy.
But Crimson Glory, it's something.
Okay. And about the albums, do you have some albums that influenced you the most?
Albums, it's Transcendence from Crimson Glory, and of course the old classics of Koenigsreich, Reichsborder, and that kind of classics from the 80s. The first album, Fates Warning, all these parallels from Fates Warning. It's absolutely a masterpiece. And over the time when the styles moved, I was I like very much the Clayman from In Flames one, because he brings something really special. And yeah, I like Ghost, for example, because they came with something really new, and musically they are very good songwriters. I like most of the album with good songwriting, that you can remember the songs and you can listen to the albums even 10 years after, and you can sing the songs. And that's Coinsreich old times have so much catchy songs that you can remember. So all these classics, I like.
Okay, good answers. Let's read some other comments, Fede. We have a comment from your brother, Benoit, who says, don't be so modest, Mehdi. The spark make volcanic eruption with Nightmare.
Merci, Benoit.
Exactly. I agree with him.
Also, there are some greetings from Scrum66. Hello from Grenoble.
Yeah, Scrum.
Hello. Scrum 66. Yeah.
Salut.
How are you, Jérôme?
Yes. Salut, Jérôme.
And
Ivan Devecki is a friend of mine.
okay.
Hi, Ivan.
Hi, Ivan.
I understand the greeting. Hi, Ivan. Ciao, Ivan.
And also we have Decodect Games, who says hello, elbow. I think it's something like that. And also he says I love your music.
Thank you.
And there is a question from Sophia. Mehdi, what is your favorite song to perform from the new album?
It's difficult to pick up just one song. I said, can I say two, Sophia? No. I'd like. I have a crush for Crystal Lake. Because she's a stranger in this album. She's a new one, a new song, a new sound, a new style too for Nightmare. That brings to Nightmare a new identity. I think that that song is particularly strange in the world of power metal and heavy metal, etc. And to be more classical, I'll say that maybe Temple of Acheron is my second favorite song.
Good.
So thank you, Sophia, for your question.
So, Sophia, you had your answer.
That's right.
Who do we have again, Fede?
We have Muriel. Sorry, I can't pronounce the surname. Now, okay. Yves, Mehdi Kisses from near Grenoble. And I think we have a question from Ilian Wasabi. Okay, and it's between English and French. I can read it. Sorry, guys, I can read only the English
part.
Mehdi and Yves. Yeah, thank you. How do you feel the place of women in metal band? And sorry for my English, as French is horrible. Okay,
maybe
I can
reply in French.
I can. Okay.
I
can read the French part. Sorry, guys. My French is really terrible.
I don't know any French.
Maybe
I can try it, but je la remets en français. Mehdi ou Yves, comment?
I think he means how's the
the same question.
The women metal scene in metal.
Okay, you can answer, guys.
Yves, can you answer that?
For me, I like female vocalist singing with balls. So we had when we changed from a male to a female back in 2015, we had a singer singing with balls, but we have another incredible and awesome singer in MADIE singing with balls too. So I'm very happy. So because I think that female can sing very powerful, and they had something different, and maybe they have a really nice place. If you look at the success of Arch Enemy and all this band, they have a nice place in the scene, and they are sometimes much better than men.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And this answer actually, in my opinion, fits for MADIE because your voice, MADIE, is very powerful and also very expressive. It's really cool. You do a very good job.
Thank you.
So congratulations.
That's very new for me. So thank you. So thank you. And this is very, very good and incoming for me and for this ensemble. And I'm very proud of this, and I'm very proud for all of us.
Great.
Great.
Some other question from our friends, Fede?
Yeah, we have, I think, a question for MADIE from Miguel, who said, what do you think about next year? Will we have live shows like Rock am Ring? What your opinion?
I think live shows are good, interesting, and keep the links between people. So yeah, maybe we can do that. We don't talk about this already, but so many bands have did that, and I think it's very important to keep the mind on the culture. Yeah.
I think he's asking about if we believe that there will be live festivals like Rock am Ring happening, that nobody knows that, and we really hope and cross finger and burn candles. All the festivals will be there. We are planned for. We're not playing Rock am Ring. We wish we could do that, but we are playing another festival in Germany, Rock am Stock.
Yeah.
That's a cool festival in July. Now we are crossing fingers that everything will be fine with COVID, and that in summer of next year, this bullshit will be gone forever. I hope.
I hope too.
Yeah, we are all looking forward to play again, to go again on the stage, and to
all artists for sure.
Yeah, of course. Okay, and also Ilian is thanking. Thanking for the answers, and he agrees with me about your voice.
Everyone agrees with you, Simon.
I think so. Let's go with our question, guys. So, how Nightmare was born? You already answered a little bit about it. So let's move to the second part of the question, which is what are the story and the concept behind the project?
Do you have another 5 hours?
Yeah, we have time.
I will say I will be fast, so I don't know. I mean, as I said, all the concept went with the evolution and the years passing by, changes of members, and we never had really a concept. We were playing heavy metal, and we there from a long time, but we changed also lineups, and that's made the band evolving all the time. And where we're lucky is even with we had some great moments, we had some bad moments, like in every life, but all the time I think we grew up. We climb it step by step to be to have international recognition. We play in many countries, many continents, and that's good. And even our label right now is, and since also last album Dead Sun, he set us as the heavy metal #1 export from France. So I think that's really cool. And so maybe all the question is to get an evolution about what you're doing. We have made our number 11 studio album. If there is no interest at a certain point, if you are in a routine when you are doing something that too much the same, then you start to be old and things are going down, and then it's not so good. But we were lucky to evolve all the time, and lucky that we also, even with the changes of lineup, like the arrival of MADIE was a gift from somewhere, because she did a fantastic job and made the band again, go stronger. Guitar players are in the band since a few years, and they expanded and evolved also. The drummer brings some much more modern technical stuff because it's coming from a more extreme style, and all this make a solid band, and we never. It was always very hard about composing. It was hard time, but at the end we made it hard, but we are very happy about the result, and especially with this new album. And that's always a question that we have to do. We have to answer each time we do a new album. Otherwise, we go down. Like, many bands have made albums and then now disappear. And with the so long career, it's something we have to focus. And thanks to the new members, because it's new members that do that, new members that with the band, and the guitarist that Matt and Frank that have different styles, but they really match when they play together. Even with that, the fact they have different styles, that's making all the process, and that's the most important.
Okay. You give us a quite complete answer about the story of the band. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It wasn't so long, and by the way. Okay, so yeah, sorry.
I said I'm not into the details. That would be very long, but
No, don't tell the details.
Exactly.
That's not necessary.
She's right.
Let's talk instead about the songwriting of the band. What's the songwriting process of the band? How do you usually come up with your ideas?
Mostly it's guitar players that came with riffs, and then we built up from that point, and we share together the idea and what we like, what we don't like, and we built up together. And MADIE bring a different approach, but bringing because she's not coming from the heavy metal pure, and then we complete with the rest. And I know that there is different way of recording, of songwriting. Like you can take a guitar, start by the melodies, the vocals, and then compose first the melodies, and then compose the music after. That's something can be very interesting. But we all through the years we were building up songs like that. That the guitar player arrived with some.
Who writes them?
Lyrics, MADIE has a really cool idea, but the album is not a concept album, but the high term is a vision of to get eternal life, but it's not about that. It's about possession, and you can speak maybe about the slasher movies of the 80s. But she had the idea to connect these movies from from Nightmare, that's it's from the 80s. That's why we have topics, and maybe she can.
Yeah. At first, I just like to pay homage to the long career of Nightmare. In the early 80s, you told us him, and the name of the band too, Nightmare. It's maybe it's easy, so I just make the twist between the famous horror movies from the 80s, and so the album we have some meetings with with Freddy and Jason and The Exorcist and Alien, The Thing, and so many friends we had in the 80s. So this is not a concept album, but this is the concept of this album.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite movie from
me?
those? Yeah, from those ones.
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
And Freddy Krueger, the saga from Freddy.
Okay.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But Nightmare on Elm Street, this is just the first movie. We have 5 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna show it to you if you if you want.
Okay. Do we have some other comments, Fede?
Yeah. We have someone. Let me check. Okay. One from Sophia. Ravenscry Nightmare. Would you most like to collaborate? With?
Of course, if we can, just
Yes.
the
Yeah.
booking dance
Would
together.
be fantastic. Yeah. Why not?
We have to arrange something in Italy
Yeah.
for sure.
After this pandemic. Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. It could be great. Yeah. And we have other comments.
We have a booking agent from Italy. The
Oh,
booking agent is from Italy.
really?
Oh, really?
Chiara Pellegrini. She's work with Rhapsody also. Chiara, so you can talk.
Chiara Pellegrini, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to her. She will book us.
We will check her out.
Yeah. So, Sophia, you have your answer and your collaboration is born. And we have a comment from Mike Belikov. Good afternoon.
Right.
Good night.
Hey.
Friend of
Good
ours.
night, whatever. Good day. Have a nice morning. What else? And we have a comment, a greeting from Charles. Hi, Yves and MADIE. Hi, Charles.
How are you? Comment ça va?
And we have a question from Deco Tech Games about do you intend to come to Brazil when this pandemic is over?
We'd like to.
We wish. Of course, it would be helpful, But we have good contacts there. We are talking now. Hopefully, it will happen very soon.
Good.
I'm good with the comments. We can go on.
Okay, so let's talk about live performances a bit. Do you remember your first live performance with Nightmare? How it was? And what was your best live performance ever?
With Nightmare? Wow. I remember the real first show that I remember, the first show, because we did a few shows before that show, but it was shows in schools and small shows. But the real first scary show we did was the support of Def Leppard in March 83, 11 of March 83. It was a Pyromania tour where the band were very big, and I don't know. I mean, we got this option from a friend of us that was dealing with with the promoter, and I don't tell the story about it because it's strange, but we managed to get the support slot for that in our hometown. It was for us at that time. Def Leppard was a big and awesome band. It was a dream come true, and we were so scared. Like I remember when maybe the guy was managing us at that time. I went to the rehearsal room and he said, in 2 weeks you play at that show with Def Leppard. We were not ready at all, and we were and that was you can imagine that you are doing your very first show in supporting a band that brings 7,000 people. With a huge band like that, it was. I remember we played football with them in the venues, and I remember that all that stuff. It was awesome. But I would say that at that time, the band, if I would like take this lineup with MADIE, the lineup of Aeternum, and put this lineup at back to the time and playing with Def Leppard, who would have been totally kicked. It would have been awesome because at that time we were playing, but not so. We were young and we had a lot of mistakes, and it was funny. But I would love to make that kind of big show with the new lineup. That would have been a sense today because the band is even 10 times stronger and bigger and better and more professional. But it was a start. It was a nice show. So after the show that I remember the most is probably the show we made. I would say two shows maybe, if I can, that we made in the countries like Egypt or Dubai, or the meeting of these people, was awesome because you play in Egypt, they don't have so much metal concert, and they are coming from long distance. The hospitality is awesome. You have a huge hospitality from it's really an experience to play in that kind of country. So because they are not like Europe. When you have one show every day, of heavy metal or metal show, they have a show every year, and they have no money. They manage to come to the show, and it's a really cool experience to play in that countries, in exotic countries.
Okay. What about you, MADIE?
I just performed one time with Nightmare. This was in last July. Yeah. And at the Panic Fest, and it was it was chaotic. It was stormy. It was raining. Everyone was hiding under the table to protect him from the rain. It was it was very stressful for me, and everyone and Matt and Niels and Eve. No, it's okay. No, it was very, very, very good gig, and everyone were, despite of the rain, present and very encouraging, and it was very huge. That first and last gig, unfortunately, with Nightmare.
Okay, cool. And
great.
Sometimes we also ask a question about the very first performance of our guest. Do you remember your very first performance?
My very first? No?
Yeah. I don't know, your first performance as a singer ever.
Maybe it was one of my first gig. I don't even remember my very, very first gig because I think it was in the very tiny things, or maybe a cave or something like that. But one of my very first gig was where I met Yves with Smoky Eyes. It was a very little bar. And named the 69.
Great bar.
It was a rock bar. It was
But
not
not a peep show or a strip club, and nothing about that.
Okay.
I know. It was a very tiny bar where you can play, and every little band of the town would play in this bar, and Eve gave me a link this this night.
She was awesome. I was first time I met her, and she started the show. She had a really cool performance, and I saw the show. I was with drunk people who wanted to get me drunk.
And you were drunk too.
But I wanted to see the show. I told them we will drink after, and it was amazing. And I didn't know the band Smokey Eye, but the first time I met MADIE on the live environment. I didn't know her before, and it was a real nice one.
Great, you're a talent scout.
That's it. Thank you.
Well, be careful, says Benoit, your brother. Be careful, Maddie. Freddy Krueger is a saint compared to my brother. I know what I mean.
Thank you.
Crazy,
No.
We have a question.
Yeah, from Sophia. It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Well, what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
I always dreamed to be a jockey. A jockey, I don't know.
Jockey?
Jockey? What?
Riding horses.
Yeah.
Riding
with
he's
the horses.
jockey, okay.
Yeah, on races.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, race with the horse.
Yeah.
With the horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantino in Italian.
Antino.
For Fede, because Fede thought you were saying disc jockey. like a DJ.
Thank you. Thank you to underline my mistake. Thank you.
I was just helping you, man.
Yeah,
What would you be doing, Fede, if it wasn't for your music career?
I don't know. Sleeping. I don't know. Maybe be working with computers, or maybe be a professional video gamer. I don't know.
A professional
It's
gigolo.
a tricky question. It's a tricky question. What?
Gigolo, a toy boy.
Why not? Why not?
Best job in the
Great
world.
future like a toy boy. Yeah, I can get money and
old women and everything.
yeah, it's my dream come true.
Yeah.
Be with old women. Yeah.
What about you, Yves?
Me, but I'm too old. But I will play football, maybe. But it's a dream, something that will never happen at all. But yeah, maybe I would have. When I was younger, I wanted to be a football player, but I was fucked up, So I was goalkeeper. But
goalkeeper.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But, I even remember that I played a long time ago in a team, and one of my maybe my second or third game, we lost 15-0, and I was the goalkeeper. So then I said, "Fuck! I stop it." In French, we say a passoire,
Go over.
Okay.
That's it.
For me,
What about you, Simon?
I don't know, probably a professor, because when I was a teenager, I started to study at the university, but I left university because of music. So probably I would become a professor, the professor of the university. But I don't know. Right now, I'm also doing another job. I'm working with my parents in the. My father is a plumber. Sometimes I help him. I like to do. I like to change jobs. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I will become a professor, a plumber. I remember that there was a big nerd when I was 16. I used to paint miniatures. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. But I also like to meditate. Maybe I would become a monk. I don't know.
A monk. Yeah.
Wow.
You are bald as well. You can do it all.
Yeah, I have the perfect look to become
Yeah.
But you have
an hermit.
professor.
What?
First professor.
You have the voice of a professor.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Powerful recipe to keep attention. Hey, you! You know?
Yeah, like the teacher in the wall. Okay, let's move on. What are the plans for you and Nightmare in the near future?
We are of course fucked up by this pandemic, so we have to postpone. I mean, the tour with Rhapsody of Fire is postponed to early 2022. January. It's more secure. We have a few festivals this summer. We just cross the fingers that everything will be fine with the festivals. And like most of the bands, everything's postponed back to 2022. Like all the bands, are pushing. So we are sure that we will have a very busy year 2022. Now we have to be effective, and so we plan to do some new video clips, and we have some projects for the years to be there, to keep on doing music. And we rehearsed last Saturday, so we will be keeping busy for be ready for the right start when it will start again, everything. Like every band, I guess every band is asking the same questions, about when we will play. We have a show, it was originally our release show that was postponed 2 times already. Now it's postponed to 15th of May in our hometown Global. This show is booked already. We don't know what's going to be in 15th of May. If maybe, we don't know. We decide if we keep on this show as a COVID kind of, like with you can have some this venue, you can have some chairs, so you can have some gradin, some
like in a theater.
Yeah, you can be sit down with the map and everything. I know many bands do that. Of course, it's reducing a lot the number of people, but we still can do that. But we don't know if we will do that because of course it's not. But it's also a way to do a live show, regular live show. If the virus is over at that time, then we'll be back to normal. It would be awesome, but nobody knows. So
So we're trying to be very present on our social medias, send pictures, videos, some throwback from our meetups in Paris, in Grenoble, when we are in rehearsal, when everything to keep the link with the public, with the fans, and with everyone who would like to discover us too. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 more maybe video clips.
For sure.
will be turning in the year and maybe in 2022.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's keep our finger crossed for the things to get better. Okay, so right now I would like to invite you guys that are watching us to check out anything from Nightmare. You can check out their Facebook page, their Instagram page, their YouTube channel, so you can be connected with them, as they just say that they are very present on social media, so you can interact with them and be prepared for when the things are going to get better, and maybe you will be updated on any shows that they are going to do in the near future, Okay, so check out their Facebook page, their Instagram page, their YouTube channel, as they're going to release some new video clips, and of course their Twitter page, and that's it. Also, remember to follow also MADIE and Eve is her Facebook page and her Instagram channel. Okay, and for him, here it is.
My Instagram is fucked up. No pictures. But Maddie is posted on that.
You are so bastard.
Zero.
It's like the parents when they want to be friend with you. Oh, I made a profile. Yeah.
I have 0. I'm the number 1.
Do you want to be my friend? Yeah.
I will not date for sure.
I will help you. If tomorrow photo shooting, like that. Wearing on the back legs, okay,
I'll do that.
I'm waiting for the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember it.
You can do that with Maddie for sure.
No.
Okay, so let's go on. Besides Nightmare, do you have any side projects? Would you like to talk about that?
Also play in Faith in Agony. It's a French grunge metal band, mostly influenced by bands like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Deftones, and we are trying to release our first album. We already have two EP, and our first album is called Drowned and Exalted, and will be maybe released as soon as the crisis will be over.
Okay, good.
And it's worth checking out.
And about you, Eve, do you have any side projects?
I have a side project which I'm not so much involved in right now, but it was a dream come true for me, because I am connected with Italians, not like today, but I was connected before, and my very hot buddies and good friends is Aldo Lonobil from Sicilian. He's really a talented and really cool guy, and he gave me the chance to play in a band with one of my favorite all-time singers, Zach Stevens, Savatage. You probably know Savatage.
Yeah.
He built that band that we assigned to Frontiers and Archangel. So we did our first show on the 70,000 tons of metal cruise this year. It was awesome. We had a tour in April that was cancelled for now, and it was for me a huge experience, because playing with such talented people, and also with Zach, which is, I am a huge fan of the old Savatage albums, and when you play classic songs of Savatage near the singer that you you love, you have to be very tight and do no mistakes.
Of course. What's your favorite album from Sabotage?
My favorite albums is Harlem King, for sure. But I really love the concept about Dead Winter Dead. You know, all that classical things, the orchestral things that they made. I really like this album. But both period, you know, the one with John Oliver vocals and are different. But the early, the Edge of Thorns and the early album with Zach, you know, I really love this album. You know? I am a huge fan of. I mean, it's like I said before. I like bands that write songs that you can remember. You can sing and you can remember the chorus and Sabotage.
It's one of them.
Classics of Sabotage. You can sing them. I can sing all the Sabotage songs right now if you want. I remember all the chorus because they are so catchy, you know, and that's really a big honor, you know, to have collaborated with those people, and the Italians make it better. So the Italians are playing with the most famous musician all over the world, and you know, the drummer Marco from Secret Fear is from Hell in the Club. Also, he played many bands. He's awesome drummer, you know, absolutely great, and all the musicians from Italy are really talented, I think. So you're welcome.
You're too kind.
Okay, let's go on with my favorite question. Which are your hobbies and interests besides music?
Please don't say meditation, please.
No, even yoga.
No.
I started in the first lockdown. I buy a home studio and I'm trying to make some covers for myself and maybe to clip them in official videos for my account. And I work a lot with Migaro Production, who made our video clips with Nightmare recently, and our throwback from Meetup, etc., meet and greets. And we'd like to. I'd like to learn more about photos and videos, the footage, the realization, the storyboarding, etc. So my last passions is to be part of this creation too, and not just to be a model or something else.
And I can add that Megalo Production made the post-production and the work on our last video, the clip, and the art director is really talented. I think they will go very far away in this business. So he has the eye of the beholder. Yeah. I'm really happy that Nightmare collaborate with him, and that because it's a new hard things, and we sure we're gonna improve and go from one step to another. I mean, we climbed the stairs with him, I'm sure.
I watched your videos; they're very cool. So I'm sure.
He has so much more crazier AD for the new videos that will come later. And Maddie can tell you one or two songs we already saw the storyboard, or he had another song that we will do later. You will see it's going to be the next level.
Oh, I'm looking forward to watch it.
Yeah, I'm curious right now.
What about you, Yves? What are your hobbies and interests besides music?
I work a lot, you know. Like I work in the music business also. I'm doing that for now. I'm doing a magazine that's a lot of work, and I'm doing a production company, booking agents. So now we are, of course, fucked up with all the cancellation and stuff. But It still works, you know. Yeah, we do some paperwork to have some help for the governments. That's it, you know. But so to tell you the truth, I have so much busy with nightmare and all this, you know, that I don't have so much. Maybe I have free time between midnight and 3 in the morning. So I don't know how I can do some hobbies. But sometimes with MADIE, we go to see football.
Yeah, I saw my first match with him.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Which football team were you supporting?
It was
Grenoble.
Grenoble, yeah.
Grenoble in League 2, and it was with Valenciennes, and they win 2-0.
Ajaccio, not Valenciennes.
Oh no, yeah, she knows better than me. Ajaccio, yeah. Exactly.
No, it was fun. It was very fun.
Sometimes we have the chance, because now they locked on again the stadium, you know. Like in Italy, nobody comes, you know. But next time that they reopen, maybe we go to see another one.
Yeah. And we have to go to see the Ligue Magnus on the hockey thing. Yeah.
She wants to drag me to the hockey, and I bring her to the football.
Yeah. That's more physical.
Exactly.
You got a real man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, but it's true.
You were shut down my video, so get out, bitch.
No.
No, get out. Next finger, change of lineup.
No, I think everybody likes you already because you watched at least a football match, because it's not common to have a girl watch a football match.
No.
That's it. She's the
Absolutely.
I will not say that I took her in nightmare for that. I didn't take her in nightmare for that, but she's cool.
That was in the contract.
You have to watch like 15 games a year, otherwise you are fired.
You have to justify it.
Okay. We have a comment from Philippe, who says, big show at the Panic Fest. Philippe, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember.
I wrote the comment.
I remember that Philippe came to see us in the merchandising when we were down from the stage. Hi, Philippe.
Thank you, merci.
Then Ilian is referring to me as a monk drummer. Great. I'm already a monk drummer because, unfortunately for you guys, I like meditation, but not so much yoga. But I also like football a lot. I'm a big supporter of Atalanta.
We will not talk about it with the national team, but
no.
Yeah.
Also, greeting from Filler. Boy, what's up, guys? Awesome band.
Thank you.
Thank you, Filler.
Hey, Filler boy.
Oh.
What a strange name.
Okay, we usually end these talks with a final speech. So, guys, if you are willing to become president for 2 or 3 minutes, you can say whatever you want. The mic is yours.
So, but thank you so much for being present here tonight, and thank you to you too, Philly and Simon. Thank you. This was my very first live interview in English, so thank you.
It was great.
Exactly. She made it.
He told me 2 days ago that the interview will happen here. So it was very stressful. So thank you for your kindness, and thanks everyone to be faithful to Nightmare whenever the identity. And thank you so much for sharing this with us, and we are very impassioned to share everything with you too. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks to you. And Eve, you can reply to your opponent on the other side on the debate.
To be the president of France, he has made the country in so much bullshit and wreckage that I will not manage it. But with a complete wreckage, No, to be more serious, I really hope that we will meet all of you. Why not playing together with Ravenscry in Italy?
Awesome.
See people in a live environment. For us, it's like in French we say the cerise sur le gâteau, which means the cherry on the cake. It's the cherry on the cake, and we will really like to. We are counting the days to see that time, the better times coming again. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, really, everybody, that we got so much nice comments on the YouTube and the video clips. I think it was this album we maybe the first album when we had so great feedback, from people from all over the world, and for us it was very hard turn with and I really thank you all the people who support us and made this happen, because now we are so much confident that this lineup is so strong that we can really do something kick-ass.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so guys, remember to check out anything from Nightmare, MADIE, and also from the Instagram page of Yves. Absolutely. So you
will find a lot of things. Maybe it will take you 1 week to find all the pictures.
And thank you so much for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks to you for accepting.
Thank you for this opportunity.
It was a pleasure.
It's an opportunity also for us. It's always awesome to meet some new people and to share so much good ideas. As you can see, maybe also my English is not that good, so no problem. And remember, guys, to subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel, so you can check out anything from the for the next live chats. I think that's it. Do we have some other comments, Fede?
Let me check.
A greeting from Rise Stevenson from the UK. Hi, Rise.
UK.
Hi, Rise.
And are you guys concerned about Brexit? Are you guys concerned about Brexit?
Valencia, for sure, and Spanish are very hot audience. So we would like to go back to Spain for sure.
Oh,
Valencia we did a festival, so it was huge, and we really hope we can go back to Valencia in Spain.
Awesome. And also from India, thanks to you. Good night and stay safe. Thank you.
Stay safe too.
Stay safe.
Thank you, William.
I think it's all. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.